Travels, and today we're traveling to Downtown Albuquerque. I'm Joey, and this is me, Kyle. We're over here to check out how to shape hats with Stu, that is over here at the owner of the Man's Hat Shop. So we're gonna go check it out now. So come along with the trip. Sorry if we're a little stupid, but yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Hat. The one accessory that says, look at me. I've got something to say. From cavemen rocking animal pelts to French royalty, hats have always been more than just headgear. They've been a symbol of status, rebellion. So grab your favorite hat, join Kyle and myself as we get to learn about the history of the Man's Hat Shop.
So we're here with the owner, Stuart, at the Man's Hat Shop in downtown Albuquerque. It's been a staple for about 70 years?
78 years.
78 years, correct. That's a long time.
Yeah.
So can you give us like the start of the business?
Yeah, my father started this business in 1946. Came back from World War II. He was 28 years old. And at that time, it was strictly a hat cleaning business. No retail.
All right.
And at that time, in the 40s, everybody was wearing hats, you know, gentlemen, women, and cleaning was a big process. So that's what he did for probably about 15 years, and then got into manufacturing, making hats, and then got into the retail business. So.
And did you start when you were a child?
Well, you know, yeah, I tell everybody I grew up in the basement. Cleaning hats. We had to clean hats, a lot of hats by hand, and that was my job as a kid. So, and then I joined my father in 1974. So wow. I've been here 50 years.
That's a long time.
Yep, it's been good.
And it's completely family owned.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. That's good. That's
Yeah.
great. You know, what has been the clientele since the beginning?
Well,
Like, how has it changed over the years?
Exactly.
of course, majority of our business is Western, but we probably now we're selling lots of fedoras, caps, which we always have, but the secondary lines such as those are a lot more prevalent now.
Okay.
So, and we carry over 3,000, 5,000 hats in here at a time. So we have small sizes up to big sizes, and then the Western hats, like what you see behind us here, these we shape them and block them however somebody likes.
Okay.
So the same way with the straws that you see that are open,
Yeah.
they're that way purposely, so we get them that way from the factory, so our customers can determine what shape they like best.
Oh, wow.
And then we can take that and create what they want.
What's your most like popular shape that people like?
Well, in the Western hats, the styles like this that are what we call a brick crease, or the cool hand Luke, which is they're up on display in the back area up there. And then the brims most of the brims are about 4 1/4 inches wide.
Okay.
And then in the summertime we sell lots of stuff like what I have on now that are just casual hats, non-Western, but good sun hats.
Do you ever have customers ask you like what kind of shape of hat would like suit them?
Exactly right.
Yeah. Like what kind of hat would suit Kyle?
Yeah.
Well,
what would you recommend?
Well, it depends. What would you be using it for?
More like casual dress.
Okay, casual dress.
Yeah.
You're talking about like straw for summer? Or?
Probably.
Okay.
I don't see myself
Obviously-
wearing hats during the wintertime.
And I wouldn't put a Western on you. I don't think you're a Western kind of guy.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
But small brim fedoras would probably look good on you. You want to try something on?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's find out.
Oh, that one looks nice. I like that one. They're just gonna adjust it.
That's pretty good. A little snug. Very close.
That looks pretty good.
So I'm telling you, I just got a big head. Get in there.
A lot of guys wearing brims down like that.
That looks pretty good though.
Yeah.
That's a nice hat though.
Yeah, just a big old stove, you know.
And then turn it up in the back and get a different point of view.
Oh yeah, I think that looks pretty good.
Is that better?
Yeah.
That's traditional.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That looks good.
I do look good. Well, I never knew I was
Yes,
gonna
you
come in. Yeah. And see, like I never like thought about wearing dress hats. I've always wore like ball caps,
Right.
you know, beanies, stuff like that. I never thought like I'm masculine enough to wear one of these. Like, in a sense, I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, you feel uncomfortable.
Now I feel comfortable.
Yeah, I think you just have like keep wearing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gentlemen that are just starting to wear hats.
Yeah.
One of their first comments to us is the crown looks too tall to them.
Yeah.
But they're not used to seeing themselves in a hat. And when you think about it, they don't make them any shorter.
Yeah.
You can't get your head in there.
Yeah.
So that's standard height, which is 4 inches tall. It's not overly tall by any means.
That's awesome. Yeah, I really like it. I really enjoy it.
And then in our area, because of the hot sun, gentlemen that wear a hat all the time will switch from felt hats like this, which are winter hats, and they're designed to keep you, warm in the winter.
Oh, okay.
And go ahead. Sorry. Slide on through. And then in the summer months, because of the hot temperatures, felts are too hot, so they switch to straw.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's
straw
more breathable?
bleeds. Exactly.
So that's why like they call them more like a rancher style because.
Well, that's definitely not a ranch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I just don't want that.
Oh yeah. Can you imagine me on a tractor with this thing? Yeah.
With the suit on.
We also carry a big line of caps as well.
Oh, okay.
wow.
Okay.
Oh, like this?
That's
Okay.
that's a baseball style.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we also have a lot of dress caps.
Oh, okay.
Such as these here. Sit that on. This terry cloth, very lightweight, cool.
Sound like a bucket hat?
Oh yeah, dude.
That's exactly what it's
that feels
called.
so good.
Good job.
Yeah, that feels so
That was
good.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
Dude, that's nice. Like it's weird.
It'd be like a music video right now.
Like I never really like I said, like I guess I'm just so used to like that.
Yeah, same here.
that fabric, and dude, it feels like, let's try it. It feels so light.
I don't know if it'll be good on me. Let's see.
But like you feel how you did look pretty good.
Oh, actually, it doesn't look that bad.
No. It's good.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like you don't really
They look
think
better
about
with the tags off.
Yeah.
and you don't really think about it. And, you know.
I don't think until you try it on.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm not a dressy type of guy, so I don't really ever.
Because I feel like sometimes I dress too casual for a hat.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know what it is.
Now there's a difference.
Yeah.
These are not hats that you have on.
Oh, okay.
They're caps, and the difference is hats have brims, such as this. Caps have bills.
Oh, okay.
All right.
It doesn't have anything all the way around. So
That's why it's called a baseball cap, not a baseball hat.
that's right. That's right. So that's just a little.
Yeah, learning something new every day.
That's right.
Dang.
And we cut and shape and block felt hats.
Yes.
Straws you can't obviously cut, but the felt hats we cut them down to whatever size we want.
Okay.
And I'll show you. I'm going to work on one back here for you.
Okay.
For a customer, and you can see what we do. Okay. All right.
Oh, this is so cool.
This is where the magic happens.
All right.
Okay.
Believe it.
So this is where Stu puts his hands on everything, huh?
That's it. That's it. These are hat blocks. Most of them are about 120 years old.
Okay.
Wow.
And I have them in all sizes, of course.
Oh wow.
Sizes, all the way up to 7 3/4, 7 7/8. As you look at them, they have different shapes to them. See, this is a little more domed on top. This
Yeah.
is a little flatter. So depending on the style of hat we're reblocking, and whatever style we're making it into will determine which block I have to use.
Oh, okay.
And some of them are more tapered than others,
Yeah.
and some of them are flatter than others. So again,
So it's really important. It's not
Exactly.
just
And those are old, right?
yeah,
said 120.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. Now, that's for the crowns. That's, as you know,
So was it always just Dad working here, or was there other people with him, like partners?
oh no, he had, when he was a young guy, his brother worked here. And then in later years, he took on two other guys, two other
okay.
partners that ended up going elsewhere.
Oh.
And it was a good business, but it wasn't big enough for two families.
Yeah.
So back in
I
that
see.
day, he used to charge 35 cents a hat for cleaning.
Yeah.
And they used to do over 50 hats a day.
Oh wow, that's a lot of money back then.
And then did a lot of wholesale business for laundromats.
Oh,
Okay.
You know.
that was before retail, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. That's
And then can you imagine 50 hats a day?
yeah.
Yeah, because that's everybody wore a hat back then. Yeah, it was like it was strange if you didn't own a hat.
Well, you weren't dressed.
Yeah,
You know,
properly.
Every gentleman had a hat on of some kind, whether it be a Western or fedoras or something.
I didn't ask you. Is there any celebrities you've done like hat?
Oh yeah,
shapes?
we do a lot of stuff for movies now.
Oh yeah, since
no.
they came here.
Yeah. The movie industry's been good for us.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, it's right here in our backyard, and it's brought a lot of jobs to locals, and so you know, they need headwear. We've been able to accommodate them. So, but over the years, you know, numerous people have shopped in here. From dating back in when I was a young guy in the '80s, we did all of the Marlboro men. Remember those
Yeah, we
commercials?
saw those pictures up there.
Yeah, and then the movie business was more of a casual deal. It wasn't big movie industry here like it is now. You know, sometimes when Netflix is going, they've got 12 different movies, and they may have 5 westerns.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's good for us.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's
And now
awesome.
that it's Netflix Albuquerque's here now.
Yeah, they have it up there. Yeah.
So it's just gonna be more business, hopefully.
Yeah. I heard they're expanding up there, so
Yeah.
like, it's going to be really good business for you.
Well, it has been good.
It's been,
What costume does, many times we don't even see the actors.
Yeah.
But costume will come in and say, we're doing this Western movie, and this character will have a picture of a character what this guy's going to look like,
okay.
what if he's going to be a bad guy, a good guy, and then we will coordinate with them to determine what shape of hat would look good, because not everybody's faces are the same.
Yeah.
You know, some people are long faced here, and some of their heads are shaped long, what we call long oval. Some of them are round, like us 3 here.
Yeah.
So that determines how big a hat we put on them,
Okay.
and what height of crown they want to work with, and then coordinating with costume. You know, we develop something that looks good.
that's cool. You work like hand in hand.
Yeah.
So basically, you just can tell anybody who's seen the work you put in, that's my hat.
Everybody knows Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we did the original hat for Cranston.
Wow.
And that all came by costume people that had been in here before, sent him in here to look at various fedoras, and he tried a few on, but he ended up taking 3 or 4 back to get approval. And the style of hat that we made up for him was what we call a telescope crown, flat crown.
Yeah.
And but it's also known as a pork pie. And that was what he liked the best. Hence it became the Breaking Bad hat.
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
And there's been a lot of different versions of it.
Yeah.
But the one we made up for him was in a $200 beaver hat. So
Oh wow.
yeah.
That's so cool.
It's an iconic hat too in the film.
And then we have
Heisenberg hat.
so this one here. This is a Hamburg. And this I'm redoing this for a gentleman.
Okay.
This is not how it came out of the box.
Okay.
We changed it to this style for him. And he's decided he wants to go back to the original shape.
Okay.
So in order to get this back to the original shape, we have to block it open
Okay.
and then re-crease it. And that's all done by hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'll just show you real quick. And the idea is to get this down snug on the block. And we're going to step over here. And in order to get this crease out, because this is fur,
Yeah.
I use steam.
Okay.
And this is the steamer. And it's under 100 pounds of pressure right there, the boiler.
And how old is that machine?
I don't want to jinx myself. Probably 30.
30.
Maybe not that old. But
Yeah, knock on wood.
yeah, it's still working. And then
How hot does that get? Pretty hot.
it'll burn you.
Yeah.
The objective here, I'm keeping the steam away from my
Oh, okay.
hands by blocking it
With the hat?
coming up this way. Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
All right, I'm gonna step back over here. And you can feel that. See how hot that is.
Oh yeah, that is like fresh out the dryer hot. Did it take you very long to learn how?
Trial and error. Yeah, it's an art.
Okay.
You know, it's to know how much steam the hat takes is
Yeah.
going to take in order to get it to do what I want it to do. And you know, we have gentlemen sometimes will come in and that like to crease their own, you know, shape their own, and they end up
That's it.
applying too much steam. And we coach them and tell them, you know, but they think the more steam, the better the shape.
Yeah.
That's not it.
And I'm guessing like it depends on the material as well.
Yes.
How much steam?
And you see that crease is coming out.
Oh yeah, it's pretty round.
So the old crease is out, and I'm just simply going to put a center dent in it, which is the original shape. Tuck it a little bit. Okay, and that is done.
That looks amazing.
Yeah,
That looks good.
yeah.
It doesn't look
This is-
anything like it did before.
No,
So-
and it, of course, you can't make this too deep. Again, we were talking about height. Because this gentleman would bottom out if I made it any lower.
Yeah.
So we leave it like that. I'll set it back right there. Now this is a Western hat here, obviously. Big size. This one's going to Guyman, Oklahoma. We get hat orders from all over the country.
Oh wow.
And this gentleman used to live here in New Mexico. He was a longtime customer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that was gonna be the next question. So are you able to, when you establish clientele for such a long time, are you able just to be like, okay,
Well,
say, hey,
no.
Kyle came in for a hat, and
We don't keep records, but this gentleman simply sent us a picture of his old one,
oh, okay.
and then I can duplicate it.
Oh,
wow.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I mean, even
anyway,
better.
and this one here, now you can feel this. This is a 40X beaver.
Yeah.
These retail for about $760.
Wow.
you feel how soft it is.
Whoa, dude, that is
I'm
like
almost
crazy
afraid
soft.
to touch it. It's really soft.
Yeah.
This gentleman's worn high quality hats forever.
It's a nice hat.
Okay.
That $700 hat. Yeah, heck yeah, it's a nice hat. Is there a reason why you switched out the fabrics?
Yes, these hats have powders on them.
Yeah.
Okay. And the powders come off. So you can see this
Oh,
dark.
the black? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So I would not do a light colored hat on this,
Oh,
because then it could come off on the hat.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you asked when I started, because we clean and block hats,
Yeah.
and we do, we probably do 30 to 50 a week, and that was my job.
Yeah.
So if I messed it up, I could reblock it
Oh,
and
okay.
change it. And of course, my dad was here,
Huh.
so he could show me exactly what I was doing incorrectly and perfect it.
Where did your dad learn how to do this?
When my dad got back from World War II, like I said, there were a lot of hat shops in Albuquerque.
Yeah.
And he ran across a gentleman that was getting up in age and wanted to move back to Philadelphia where his grandkids were. So my dad made a deal with him to buy the business, and then the gentleman stuck around for a couple months, 6 months, I don't know exactly how long, but taught him the trade.
Oh,
Yeah. You got to learn somewhere. You can't go to college and learn this.
Yeah. No, you can definitely tell that's something you can't be taught in a book.
Yep.
What's the most difficult thing about being doing this sort of craft or artwork?
Most difficult. Well, it's a hard question. It's easy once you've been doing them forever. But the most difficult is getting the crease straight.
Oh,
Okay, and then making sure that the brim doesn't scallop.
okay.
And that you saw that orange hat that I took up to that gentleman. That was a wool felt, and it was an inexpensive quality. And he wanted the style change. Well, as I was explaining to him, what happens with wool versus fur is wool shrinks.
Oh.
So if you give the brim too much heat, and I'll show you in a little bit, I'm going to use this flange to shape the brim to smooth it out, actually. But I had to flange that orange hat, and what happens when the body gets too hot, then the brim scallops.
Oh, okay.
And you can't fix it. It's just a matter of shrinking.
Oh, okay.
So fortunately, that one didn't come out too bad. But we always warn them ahead of time.
Oh.
So
What I like about your employees here and here, everybody feels like they kind of make you feel like you've known them their entire life.
yeah,
You feel welcome here when you come in. It's like right away when you walk through the door, hi, it
yeah.
feels good.
This doesn't feel like a shop. It feels like you just come in to hang out with your buddies for a little bit.
Yeah.
You work like that.
Yeah, we have a good time. This is what we call a flange, and they come in all different widths
Yeah.
and styles, just like the hat blocks.
Okay.
Obviously, the bigger brims are for westerns.
Yeah.
And then if somebody brings in a fedora that needs reshaping, we have small flanges.
Oh, okay.
And then the hat sets in here and takes the shape of the flange.
Oh,
So,
okay.
That's crazy. That's cool.
yeah. So in order to, the reason I'm going to flange this is to heat this consistently.
Yeah.
So when I take it out of the flange, then the felt will be, I can shape it easier than doing it just a little at a time.
Okay.
Okay?
I don't want mine.
So how big is your own personal hat collection?
All of these are mine. You know, most gentlemen that wear hats all the time generally wear the same style. They buy the same style, but they might get a different color.
Yeah.
But as far as the shape, gentlemen usually stick with the same style.
What's your favorite style?
I'll show you.
And the hat shop's always been in the same building?
No, we've been. This is the third location.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah. In the 40s, my dad was down on 6th and just around the corner on 6th Street. So you can feel how that has softened us up.
Okay.
Okay. And then he moved to mid-block 1st and Central. And he was there for probably 15 years. And then he moved down into this building in 1964.
Okay.
This used to be the New Mexico bookstore.
Oh, okay.
And it was the family that owned the bookstore had the building built for their business. And then they closed it up in the early 60s due to a tragic accident. And it sat here vacant forever. And then my dad made a deal with the owner and ended up moving down here. Been here ever since. People say, well, how come you don't go to the mall? You know, or open another location in Gallup or, you know, wherever restaurants. Well, we can only sell so many hats. And you can't just go out and buy this equipment. So,
some of this, they don't make this stuff anymore, really.
No.
Yeah. So if something happened, do you like repair it yourself, pretty much?
or I know people that can do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then once it's cooled, which doesn't take long, it will stay just like this. And that is done. Now, this is a little bit small for me. But that's what it looks like.
Looks good.
Yeah.
It looks doesn't look at all what it started at.
No.
Yeah.
Because it has that nice curvature on it and everything.
Yeah, this gentleman likes a little bit. Now, that will vary too. Some guys want them really pulled down. Styles today, most of the cowboys want them flat in the back or slightly turned up, wide square block. So this guy's old school. That's the finished hat.
That looks great.
And we'll put this lining back in it later. Don't want to do it now, but
What's this big old machine?
this here is a crown ironer. Okay, assuming you saw me, I had this hat on this block, and after hat's cleaned and blocked, we used to have to iron every one of the crowns, but today we don't have to do that.
Okay.
Okay, but that hat would have been left on this block, and then it comes. We'd simply put this on here. Now the hat is on here, right?
Okay.
Okay, and you have controls over here that turns this ironer on.
Okay.
Okay, and then this element here heats up, and then this would be laid against the hat.
Okay.
So the hat is rotating, and then this would rotate around to get the top of the crown. and then it would go back. So that relieved someone from just standing here. Well, this is ironing, you could go over and start another hat.
Oh, okay.
And then take this off and put another one on. And go. But all the manufacturers still use these ironers. If you ever see pictures of the factories.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they're in mass production.
Oh, they have like a bunch of them?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And sometimes like just older technology is just way better.
Yeah.
Just, especially if it works, it stays forever.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh
Like,
yeah, this. Well, you can see how heavy this thing is.
But they say if
looks,
it works,
looks
just leave
massive.
it.
And we have two more. I have two more in the
Yeah.
basement.
I felt bad for your dad when he had to move some shop from the shop, like, from shop to
We
shop.
had, when Dad was moving down here, I was at Rio Grande High School, and I think I was a freshman, and no, I wasn't even a freshman. So I graduated in '70. So anyway, we recruited this guy that I knew that I used to work out with at the YMCA.
Oh, okay.
And he went to Rio, and big wrestler, football player. He came in and moved this heavy stuff for my dad.
That's funny.
But we had to bring a big guy in to do it, because I was 99 pounds. I couldn't do it.
It's funny.
This is similar to what you saw in that other one. You bet. The crown's a little bit lower on this, and this is my old work hat in bad weather for winter, and it's been cleaned numerous times. So, but I have new ones also. But this is a style that I prefer, which goes with my face better than a tall, narrow one like that one, and it's shorter with the semi-square front, but that's what it looks like.
Perfect fit. That's your personal hat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so these are all just like
And here's
personal
a
hats.
same basic style and summer hat.
That one looks good. I like the trim on it.
Now, the hat bands, we sell lots of hat bands separate for people like to, it's personal touch. Some people like leather with conchos, horsehair, silvers. This is going to be one of my new ones this fall. Yeah, this is a pure beaver. Most of them are a mixture of rabbit fur and beaver.
Oh, okay.
This is pure beaver.
Oh.
So, and I'll fix this down the road.
Oh, that's yours?
That's mine.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. So you're gonna shape it how you want?
No, yeah, I'll shape it later.
Got
And then this, just an old knockaround hat. I play a lot of golf in the winter.
Oh, you play golf? Okay.
Yeah. In the wintertime, this is very similar shape to the straw that I had on.
Oh.
Brim is pretty close to the same width, but it's a soft, crushable hat. So if it's raining out or whatever, or if it gets boogered up,
Oh, okay. It's still
Then-
so pops kind of back. Yeah.
And this is 100% wool. So that's what makes it soft and crushable, and it's more of definitely a casual hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about taking good care of it.
Cool. All right. So that gives us a wrap on the Man's Hat Shop in downtown Albuquerque. We're here with the awesome host, the owner of the shop. He explained pretty much almost everything that we wanted to know.
Tried.
Yeah. I think he covered everything that we wanted to learn. We learned a lot of this. I didn't know anything about hat shaping or anything like
That's
that. And then my favorite thing is I love the smell of the steam. I don't know what it is.
And the felt.
Yeah.
People
the
come in,
felt.
our customers come in, and they'll say, "Man, it smells so good." We're going, "Well, we just had lunch." Or he said, "What are you talking?" And I said, "No, the smell of the store."
Yeah.
And that's what they're smelling.
It was the first thing I noticed when we first walked in the other day. I came to talk to you. And then you got Kyle interested in one of your hats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for letting us come in here and bug you for a little bit.
Getting your hair
Good.
for a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So
well.
I think that's
Good.
about it.
All right.
Thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit.
Thanks,
Good to
Steve.
see you.
So that concludes our trip down to the Man's Hat Shop in downtown Albuquerque. We got to hang out with Stu. I got to learn that I'm not wearing a hat, I'm wearing a cap, and many other things that we didn't know.
Come down, learn about the history, and get yourself looking good. Get yourself a hat from Stu.
Yeah, they'll make you look sharp here. Thanks for watching Dark Travel.